Well, I was a prior council member during 2010 to 2015, which the city had the most productive growth it's ever had before. One of my main focuses was to bring jobs, housing, and a living wage that the people could live, work, and play in the community. That went really well. We had a lot of success, and since I've been here as long as I have, I definitely understand the past of where we came from, and I definitely can see where the future of where we're heading. And it's a little concerning if we don't take steps now. I really don't want to end up like Austin. I like to be away from Austin, but I like our internal commerce, so I'd like to benefit our community, in a commerce type environment without being Austin.
I learned quite a bit from my first term as a member of the San Marcos City Council, primarily having to do with interacting with constituents and also the nuts and bolts of running city government and what that takes and how immense and awesome a duty it is for those who are charged with it. What I would change primarily has to do with the nature of my interactions with the public for the most part. I learned a lot about interacting with staff and getting things done, as well as how difficult it is sometimes to get things done when you're working with folks who do the daily work that's necessary to keep a city going. City council members who come in thinking they can change the system from the very first day don't have very much of an idea of what's really going on and what it takes in order to guide a city into the future. Now, in regards to working with constituents and listening to constituents, I learned that I have to be more organized, I have to be more scheduled, and I have to make sure that I get back to folks. And that was difficult for me, coming from being a private citizen to becoming a city council member who represents an entire city. Now, I've tried to be very good about interacting with everyone, not just the people who elected me, but also folks who did not elect me to office, because I represent the entire city of San Marcos. So what I would change is the nature of my interaction to make sure that I'm more diligent about getting back to people quicker and more consistently and reliably, because every person counts. We're in a difficult time right now in the city of San Marcos, and it's necessary for us to make certain that we are as accessible as possible.